I'm watching my ex linking up with my other friends that was talking shit. Now you flirting with my homegirls and you just doing all this shit. It just went to levels it should have never went to, and people would just fucking stab me to death on the ground. Me being who I am from where I am, I know how far I'm willing to take stuff if it go there. You should date other people. I date other people, whatever the hell the case is. Even if it took like to shit on me, I'm fucking proud of you. I would never have a hating bone in my body.
Y'all niggas got me confused, bitch, you ain't got the blues. I turn your home to a tomb, I make them niggas room. All I know is we up now. Yeah. Bitch rolling through with them bust downs.
Y'all, I kind of don't even know where to start with this, but I feel like throughout the last few months of my life, almost half a year, I just been kind of quiet about so much stuff. But today I just kind of want to touch on, like, you know what I'm saying, like the fact that I'm single, and things like that. I just want to start by saying, like, I'm a very genuine person, and the only reason I'm coming to address it is because, you know, it's been a little stuff out there going on, and people have been questioning and asking me and DMing me, and you feel me, asking me about my past and where this person at, where that's at, and I just felt like I just really need to just address it and tell y'all like what's going on, so that maybe this will help y'all understand like what's going on. So I'm just gonna say, like, me and my ex was struggling for quite some time. I honestly want to be just real with y'all. We kind of was struggling in the beginning of the relationship. We were struggling because life was happening, and it just was a lot of shit happening in life that I felt like came to the conclusion that we're at now. I'm a pretty genuine person. I can honestly say that my love for people is real, it's genuine. I show love to people. I fuck with them, and even if we in an odd place, I'm not really the type of person to, you feel me, just speak on shit or talk down on someone. It's like, if I loved you, if I love you, I love you. I don't really have much bad to say. But when people are like, it's like sometimes people do a lot of crazy stuff in these type of situations, and as a result, you know, things are said because of that. Like, you know, in reaction to what I'm seeing or what's going on. So, I'm just gonna say I feel like, she was definitely my friend for a couple years before we got together. I still don't regret the relationship, because that relationship brought me closer to myself, my sexuality, brought me closer to who I actually am. I learned a lot about myself. I felt like the Lord, it just made my connection with God so much stronger, because I just was able to see certain signs and see certain things, and I just trusted in God, and, you know, took those words and those things that I was hearing from my guides and stuff, and I was moving accordingly, you know, and I had faith most of all. So all I'm gonna say is, when it comes to the girl, to old girl, I really did love her. I really did care about her. In my eyes, I really wanted to see her win. I wanted to see her flourish. And that's just what it is, you know. It was a lot of weird ass energies around while we were attempting to be together, and I feel like those energies kind of tampered with our relationship. You know, it will be complaints about me, you know, giving so much and doing so much for my friends and stuff like that. In which I'm no longer friends with those people, but we can talk about that in another video. But I might sound all over the place, y'all, but just work with me. You feel me? Once I look back at the relationship, I was like, damn, our friend, a mutual friend of ours, had passed away. Rest in peace, her soul, Tasha. And I felt like that's where our bond started getting super strong. And to be completely honest with you, I just felt like our focuses weren't actually getting to deeply know each other. Our focuses were me kind of like trying to comfort her, make her feel better. And, you know, me feeling better because it was just a crazy situation and how everything played out. So I was really trying to be there for her. And me being there for her led from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. And we just grew this bond together. But yeah, now looking back, I could say that we were trauma bonding together over that friend. In just that moment in that situation, you know. And that's what brought us closer. But those first few months, like the time we got together, was not spent on just understanding one another and trying to get to know each other very well before we decided to be together. We kind of just jumped into it when certain things happened in progress, and now we together now, you know. So we didn't really do a lot of courting and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, it just didn't work out as planned. I'm just gonna say that was the beginning situation. The next big event that wound up happening, she wound up crashing her car. So that kind of put her in a really bad place. From there, it was just a lot of shit, you know, just over here in totality, trying to maintain your household. And then her kind of needing somewhere to be, you know. It's like, hey, let's do this shit together. Let's really tackle this shit together. We tackle it together. Whoop. She wound up losing the car. At the time, I think she had walked away from her job, which was cool because, I mean, you a videographer. I'm looking at it like, shit, I'll help you. Whatever we got to do, we got the equipment. We can make this shit happen. Like, you know, I'm an entrepreneur, so overall, I have an entrepreneur mindset. I used to be a photographer, videographer myself, and I know how lucrative that industry is if you push yourself and if you motivate yourself. But it just turned out like she was more of a person who needed to, she kind of needed that push. She needed to go to work. She needs somebody over her head to make her be disciplined and getting up and going to work. So we figured that out later on, that the entrepreneurship life probably wasn't for her. And that's cool. So she had a hard time finding work and things like that. But okay, that's enough. Let's go back into the shit that put me in the place that I was in. And the biggest thing that I feel held our relationship back was my lack of being able to emotionally fulfill her. Me, if you don't know, I am taking care of my mother. My mother was sick. She had open heart surgery and stuff like that. She's doing really well now, but she do still deal with complications from that. So that's number one. I'm a mother of two. That's number two. Number three, my uncle wound up passing away, which is like my father. That's the person who raised me. But right before my uncle passed away, I was dealing with my dad being sick. I'm going back and forth to Detroit, trying to figure out his situation. Now he's lost in the system right now as we speak. And we're still not able to locate him. He was sick, very sick, like on deathbed type of sick at first. And then he started recovering, but now he's locked up, you know, and I'm trying to get him situated. In the process of that, my dog wound up getting pregnant by Gucci. Y'all know Gucci, which is her dog, which I kind of figured was a horrible thing to happen, but it still wound up happening anyways. I kind of tried my best to prevent it, but you know, my ex kind of felt like her dog was unable to impregnate another dog. And I kind of was like, girl, if they can hunch, they gonna try and they gonna do it. I'm telling you. So it wound up happening. She got stuck. But from that pregnancy, I was a little upset. And my dog was on a deathbed. Like, I've had my dog. She's 10 or 11 now. And I just was so sad and so worried about her not, you know, passing away and stuff like that. But she wound up having a puppy. So just over the span of these, you know, almost 2 years, it's been hit after hit after hit. When I went down to Detroit, at my uncle's funeral, which is like my father, he raised me, he taught me damn near everything I know. He's my #1 fan. My car got broken into as we were headed to the burial site. My car got stuck there for a whole month. And let me know all this stuff happening. I'm traveling back and forth. I'm an entrepreneur. So if I'm not working and making money, then I'm not making no money, which is going to affect the household overall. And it was just thing after thing after thing after thing after thing after thing after thing. So I honestly feel like all of those things, life, on top of me still trying to work, on top of me still trying to be there for, on top of me still trying to be a girl, on top of me still trying to be a mother, on top of me still trying to be a daughter, on top of me still trying to work. Like, I was getting pulled on from so many avenues that it's like, whatever she was dealing with her not being able to provide the way she wanted to, or whatever the fuck the case was, I wasn't able to emotionally compensate that because I'm already trying to be strong for all the shit that I got going on. Let me know in the process is, I'm compromising so much shit to try to make sure she feels comfortable to continue, you know, to continue going. It's other health information and things that was, that had happened in the family, you know, that I found out at the same time. Y'all, when I tell you life was just smacking down. On top of that, I had got demonetized on all of my social platforms. So all those millions and millions and millions of views, I didn't make nothing from it. I didn't get nothing from it, but maybe some exposure, my face out there, which I'm not mad because I thank God I am so fucking viral. I would have never knew that this is who the fuck I was going to be, you know. So yeah, honey, every struggle you could think of was there as far as struggling in life. And I just felt like out of all people, I kind of needed that. I needed the cushion. You know, I didn't have much left in me to give, to be honest, you know. On top of still having to carry the majority of, you know, bills and things like that. That's not taken away from her still trying and putting towards stuff. I appreciate what she was able to put up, but it didn't help. Like, my mind was just so, and it's like in my mind, I'm thinking about all this shit that's going on at one time. And then I still gotta like come home and be a girl to you. And I gotta cook and I gotta make sure work is done and I gotta catch up. And then I gotta fucking be a girl. Like, you know, it's like, damn. It was like, damn, y'all. And, of course, those things I was dealing, and I'm still dealing with a very bad toothache. I needed my teeth pulled out a year ago. You feel me? And I just didn't have time at the time with all this shit going on. She got people passing away in her family. You know, just friend trouble. You know, it's not no excuses there. You know, this is just real shit that was happening, that was going on. And I just felt like my person was not my person no more. Like, I just felt like, so we started getting into, you know, arguments and stuff and disagreeing, and those things escalated really crazy. And it just went to levels it should have never went to. And in those levels, she, you know, have said some very hurtful, fucked up shit to me, you know. Even in our last interaction, she said some very hurtful, fucked up shit to me. And I think because I carry stuff so well, people will just fucking stab me to death on the ground because I just act like I'm okay, or I act like I'm unaffected. But the shit that you do hurts. You know what I'm saying? It's very hard to come back from verbal abuse and verbal damage to somebody. So in the process of all this, I'm not saying I'm an angel. I was very much so a ticking time bomb where, you know, I would get loud or I'd be very argumentative. My attitude was bad. I'm in pain. I got back pain, teeth pain, all this other shit going on in my head every single day. I'm thinking about it. Y'all know I got ADHD. Maybe some of y'all don't know, but so my head just racing, y'all. I'm racing and I'm running and I'm trying to stick in there. I'm just trying to stick in the game. I'm one leg in, one leg out, baby. I'm damn near out the game. I'm damn near took out. You feel me? I'm at my lowest. I feel like I'm at my lowest spiritually. I'm getting drained by my friends. I'm being there for them more than I'm being there for me. Like, I'm out here being a great friend to people, and they weren't being great friends to me. Like, I swear to God, y'all, this year, I was there for everybody's birthday. I showed up for people in my lowest of times. My uncle passed. I showed the fuck up. Still showed up. Nobody gave a fuck about China. Nobody gave a fuck about China and what the fuck I was going through. None of my friends. All they care about is what the fuck they needed. And so now it's just to the point where the whole world turned on me, you know. my whole circle changed. And guess what? I'm so grateful. I thank God every fucking day that I'm not in those same places anymore, because the blessings that I'm receiving now, that I'm no longer associated with those energies, bro, I cannot thank God enough. I know my foundations is building very strong right now, and I'm very grateful, and I love it. I love it so much. People think that if you don't respond or you don't react, that you're an enemy. I'm not an enemy. I could never be an enemy to a person that I loved, a person that I thought was my homie, a person that I fucked with. I could never be an enemy to you. And even with my ex, I feel like she feel the same way. You feel like I'm an enemy of yours. I'm not. I'm just literally living my life. I'm not doing nothing out of spite, nothing out of malicious, nothing out of, I'm not getting back at shit. Just because you don't react the way they want you to react, they automatically in their mind, or let's just say this, if you don't react the way that they're used to you reacting when everything's good, then you're against them. And that's not the case. Like, if I loved you, I loved you. Like, and I still got some type of love in my heart for you. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just like crazy. I'm watching all this shit go on. I'm watching my ex linking up with my other friends that was talking shit. You feel me? Now y'all all linked up and kicked up. Now you flirting with my homegirls and you just doing all this shit. It's like, sorry y'all, my camera died. Okay, so it's just like, why would you do certain shit to me, you know? And it's like, one thing about me, I'm so loyal to default. Like, if I fuck with you, no matter if I fuck with you or not, I'm still gonna be loyal. You feel me? I'm a loyal ass nigga. Like, if it's some people you don't fuck with, I'm not fucking with them. I don't care if I fuck with you or not. I don't know, I'm just loyal to the fault. Like, I don't know when it comes to certain shit. And also, like, I'm just not an impulsive person. So, just because I feel a way or this and this and that, I'm not going to just react off that. Like, but in all totality, y'all, like, we were separated for some months. And throughout that time, I really wanted her to build herself up and fucking become the person that she wanted to become. You know, without worrying about me. So at some point it just got to a level to where I'm just like, hey, maybe you should focus on you or focus on me. You should date other people. You know what I'm saying? And I date other people, whatever the hell the case is. But in my mind, I still felt like we would come back together. Like, I felt like we would come back together, but I didn't want that to be the main focus of our healing process. I really wanted us to put into ourselves, you know what I mean? So maybe that was the wrong decision to say, I guess. Because after that, it's just when all the other stuff start happening, you know. I had withstrained from posting about being single on my stories and stuff or anything just for the sake of, like, I cared about how she felt. I didn't want her to feel like it was an attack. I just didn't want an emotional reaction or impulsiveness, because I did kind of notice, like, when she's upset, it's always an impulsive thing. She say impulsive stuff. She do impulsive things. She, you know, it's just that impulse. She just move off of that feeling. And I'm just not like that. So, yeah, I just, you know, she wound up going public saying something after I had waited all these months to not even say nothing. And it kind of brought a little attention. People was wondering what's going on. And I was like, out of everything you could have did, why did you do that? You know. But, like I said, I'm not a saint, y'all. From what I heard, you know, it was complaints about, you know, me being controlling or me being, my attitude being bad, you know. And it just was me, like, I feel like my intuition be telling me shit. So, it would just be situations to where she would want to be a certain way and I would need her to reciprocate it. You feel me? So I guess I'll go just briefly into one situation. It was a particular girl around us that she had kissed in the past. And honestly, I really didn't care about that part. But the only reason I felt I cared to a degree about it was because if there were a guy around or a person around that liked me, whether I kissed them or nothing, like did nothing with them, she would just flip the fuck out. Like she would not want to be around. She would not want to come to events. She would not want to come to parties. You know what I'm saying? She would not want to be involved. And I'm just like, how are you acting like that when I'm literally around girls that you had a physical interaction with? You feel me? That shit was well before me. And even with the people liking me, that shit was well before her. So it's like, you can't sit here and be mad at me about a person liking me and me shaking their hand or me being cool with them when you're literally around people that you kissed. So that's literally the only situation. But personally, I had nothing personal towards the girl because she was my friend, from what I thought. But yeah, it's literally, it was my point there. So I see how that could kind of probably came off like I didn't care for the girl or I didn't like her. But that definitely wasn't the case. Like, it literally was strictly based off the principle of the situations. You know what I'm saying? There's no way you give me this type of energy and then, you feel me, I gotta be around this. Like, you should feel the same way about your situation that you feel about my situation. If that's the case, carry yourself as such and give the same energy that you want to receive. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I was just kind of tired of like the manipulation and just the kind of making it out like all my friends wanted to be with me, or all my friends wanted to, you know, deal with me on a whole nother level, my male friends and just different people. And it's like, I can't make people guilty of something that they're not guilty of, you know. Kind of, you know, talking me into like believing that my friends and people around me was using me, or they just wanted me to be around because you know, I'm popping and I got this shit going on. It was just a lot of shit going on. But needless to say, you know, in the end, the same girl that she said she would never speak to a girl like that or talk to a girl like that, the same girl that she kissed is the same person she's running around with right now as we speak. So goofy to me, but who cares? You know, at the end of the day, like, when I didn't see anything, but people are telling me, because honestly, I'm not big on lurking. If I'm not fucking with you, I'm not looking at you, I'm not watching your page, I unfollow people very fast, you know. And I just was getting energy from so many different people, and I just unfollowed them all. And if I love them, I still probably have love in my heart for them, but I'm just not into entertaining that energy, you know what I'm saying? So I just unfollow people. It's not nothing personal. I'd never be an enemy with a person that I loved, you know, or that I fucked with that hard. But ultimately, if somebody come at me crazy, of course you're gonna defend yourself, you know. It is what it is. But even in that, like, me being who I am from where I am, I know how far I'm willing to take stuff if it go there. So I thank God that I've never been in a situation to be too close to these situations. Like, I was in very great positions to be able to walk away and make great decisions in my life because I'm successful and I'm doing shit and I'm still growing. But yeah, it's like, you know, I see a lot of spitefulness, or I just keep hearing little stuff, different spite and just different things going on. And I just would never be like that. I'm very big on moving forward and just enjoying life and continuing on. But people that's out there doing that type of stuff, you're not going to be blessed. And the part that's even crazier is, like, people sometimes will take their anger towards you to be spiteful, to then feel like they're doing shit. And the part that's so crazy about you doing shit and actually jumping out on doing things that you should have did for yourself a long time ago, I'm fucking proud of you. It's like, it shouldn't have took for us to not be together for you to start doing shit that I've been like telling you, like, about yourself. You're great, you're amazing, you're talented, you're this. I'm fucking proud of you. I would never have a hating bone in my body because I know I'm great, you know. I'm very happy, even if it took like to shit on me to shit, because I don't feel like you shitting on me, because I don't even see the shit, number one. And number two, I'm proud of you for whatever you're doing. Like, but it's just funny how from different perspectives it takes for people to shit on you, for them to boss their life up and do what the fuck they should have been doing for their self, you know. But I just wanted to come on here and say, like, I did in the process meet some great ass friends, some great ass shit. So it's some lit ass content coming to y'all. I'm very grateful. I trust my journey 150%. Like, I just want to say, like, a lot of people I was around, friends, relationships, they were very negative, and they kind of like had a very bad, you know, it was kind of fungal. You know, they kind of brought some negative shit into my life, and I feel like dealing with those things, I became a more negative person, in which they'll never admit that probably, but the situations that everybody brought into my life, with me still trying to hold myself together for me and my family, turned me into a more negative person. And then I just started seeing shit that I never saw before, you know. And maybe, like I said, you know, God was blessing me to remove certain shit out of my life, and I would never ever be against my journey. Dead ass. Like, if I'm the wrongest bitch on earth, the wrongest person on earth, the boldest person on earth, I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on it. I'm gonna take accountability when it's necessary, to apologize or say that maybe I was wrong, and which even now I'm saying that I'm not perfect. I was wrong in a lot of situations. I probably could have handled things better, but overall, I'm just happy as fuck. Like, I love my life. I thank God for moving me in these different rooms, in these different places, for my talent to continue growing. I've never been a person to like shadow somebody's blessings. I just never been that. So I just know that at that time, I was going through so much shit in my life, losing fucking every fucking thing. My dad, losing my mom, losing my real dad, losing my uncle, which is the person who raised me. My dog, damn, going through surgery. I'm losing all my monetizations. I'm still figuring this shit out because I'm an entrepreneur. If I lose everything, then I still got to figure it out. Still, I'm being a mother, a daughter, a fucking, you know, a girlfriend or a fiance, whatever the fuck. It just was so much, y'all. So now I feel like I can focus on myself, and I'm happy. I can focus on me and my boys, and I love that. So yeah, y'all, I hope this answered some of y'all questions. I kind of want to do another video just kind of addressing the shit as far as my friends that I lost, that I never spoke about. I kind of want to do that, so I'll probably do that next, because I feel like that's something I need to do. But yeah, y'all, like, overall, I'm pushing on and I'm moving forward, and I don't regret nothing. I'll never have a bad, hateful bone in my body to nobody that I fucked with that was this close to me. I do feel like it was people around that played games, and they hid who the fuck they really was and how they really felt, and I feel like those people showed their true colors, so I'm grateful. And yeah, I'm just happy things didn't escalate too far, and that I'm still able to walk away as a free woman and fucking live my life and continue being successful. So I love y'all. If y'all got some questions, comment them. I do like a Q&A. But just stay tuned for this shit, because it's about to be motherfucking fire, and I love y'all. So yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.